Chainalysis, every year they come out with an annual report on crypto crime and criminal activity. And this is a report that is really anything you want it to be. There's two equally valid and supported conclusions from this report. One is that the amount of crypto that was used for criminal purposes in 2021, the value of that at $14 billion was an all-time high. On the flip side, the percentage of criminal transactions on the blockchain, just a meager 0.15%, an all-time low. So there's a lot of ways to go with this one. It's one of those reports that is somewhat annoying in that it can be used to go in any number of directions. And that is what makes for some good conversation. So I'm going to toss this straight to Will. He's a criminal at heart. I know he really is. What's your take when you see Chainalysis hating on your criminal creed here? What are your thoughts?
This is how rumors start.
It's really sad. No, this made me think of the Bored Ape Yacht Club and all the problems everyone in that community has had with securing their NFTs on chain. They keep sending their passphrases, their seed phrases, which you don't share with anybody, to scammers. People come into a Discord, they'll come into their DMs on Twitter and say like, hey, like I'm with the Bored Ape Yacht Club Help Center. If you want this feature for your NFT, send me your passphrase. And they always send it. Like people keep sending, and all these people in this NFT community, and these NFTs, mind you, are worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. They keep sending them and they keep losing them, and then they go and complain to centralized systems like OpenSea in order to get their Bored Apes back. And I'm wondering how much Chainalysis kind of took those things into account. Obviously, crypto is huge now, so I think with the amount of transactions on chain, the volume, and just the trading across like different asset classes, I think the amount of nefarious activity was going to drop no matter what, because there's so many regular people using it now and so much liquidity in the market, so that percentage was likely going to drop. But I'm wondering how much Chainalysis can dig into some of the smaller things like an NFT hack and include that in the report. Naomi, I want to throw this up to you and get your take on it though. Chainalysis is not super loved in the crypto community, nor any of these other kind of on-chain sleuths, but they do serve some sort of usefulness in the community. I mean, if you have a metric, you can take that before Congress and say, hey, look, we're not stealing that much, right?
Yeah, I mean, they're definitely not beloved. I also think that, are they counting when they talk about DeFi hacks? Like there are a lot of kind of white hat hackers, gray hat hackers who are probing these DeFi markets. And even, I would still call them gray hat hackers if they're running away with funds, but not running away with all of them. We saw that, Thorchain was compromised earlier last year, and the hacker responded and said, listen, I could have taken everything. You guys need to fix your code and you guys need to be doing more audits. So a lot of these people are kind of taking an auditing role when it comes to actually like taking funds, letting people know this is a fund. Some people are taking all of the funds out and saying, listen, we're safeguarding them until you guys fix it, then we can bring it back. Like there's a lot of kind of gray area here. I'm wondering how much Chainalysis is factoring those things into its illicit crime, because they're like, we've had hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars, just in DeFi hacks alone last year. So it's just interesting to see these figures. But Jen, I'll throw it to you.
Yeah, I'll just go super quick. And Zach, I know you had a point. I'm just going to take this optimistic road here. And it was just awesome to see that legitimate use cases grew so much more than crime, despite this large number. And what I think we're going to see for the rest of the year is regulators pointing to only half of the story here. Like Zach said when he opened up this segment, there's a lot you can take away from the report, and I think we are going to hear regulators pointing to that 14 billion number as they try to regulate the ecosystem and not look at what else was in the report and maybe do some of their own research. So that is the sad way I'm going to end my optimistic point. But Zach, off to you.
I was going to say about the same thing. I think it's a great point, right? I mean, Capitol Hill hearings are going to be, this 14 billion number is going to be bandied about quite a bit. It's going to be interesting to see who rides with the total 14 billion number and who rides with sort of percentage of all analyzed transactions. It's going to be interesting to see how this gets bandied
Sherman,
about.
I'm looking at you.
Yeah,
Uh-oh,
Brad
watch
Sherman.